Hey, what is up, butterflies? Welcome to the next video in the series of my 10-day metabolic challenge. We are actually getting ready to cross the finish line. I am at day 10. Today's day 10, and there's going to be a reveal tomorrow. And I was in two minds of whether or not I was going to make this video and share it with you. But then I thought, no, I really want you to know what I'm doing today to get the best result tomorrow as I cross the finish line. So also know that I'm going to be looking at my screen. My computer is right behind my phone here. And so I'm looking at my screen because I did take some notes and I want to make sure that I share everything with you. Also, please forgive my background, right, where you see some of my lights are lit and some of them aren't. It's just because the way my computer sits here in my downstairs office, it normally, it sits like that. So all you have to see are those lights. But because I'm just talking to you and it's just you and me here, I'm just going to let you see that the top lights aren't lit. So just a side thing. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that today I am doing very, very specific strategies because I know I'm going to try to show you the results of the last 10 days in the best possible light. But that being said, any fat that I lose, body fat that I lose between today and tomorrow is negligible, and I'm aware of that. There's going to be a minute amount of fat that is going to burn off in the next 24 hours or 12 to 16 hours. Everything that I'm doing right now is to take all the hard work that I've done for the last 9 days and put them in the best possible position so that you can see them tomorrow, right? These just like the finishing touches to make sure that you can see what a metabolic program can do, okay? But I'm going to share with you what I'm doing, okay? Now, that means that everything that I'm doing today is really for just the manipulation of water, right? It's just the evacuation of any food that I've eaten prior until now and the elimination of water. I'm not doing anything crazy like, I don't want to talk about because YouTube gets all cranky, but I'm not doing anything weird, wacky, or wild, but I am basically manipulating water today to get the best result tomorrow. I'm not dehydrating myself, nothing like that. I'm just manipulating these metabolic strategies to give the body, put it in a good position, okay? Now, the other thing that I want to point out is that when we go through or when I show the reveal of what my 10-day challenge did for me over the last 10 days, I do want to make it very, very clear of what I am and am not interested in, okay? I am not interested in looking like a physique competitor. I'm not interested in looking like a fitness model. I'm not interested in looking like an Instagram model. I'm not interested in trying to look shredded. I'm not interested in trying to look jacked. I'm not interested in any of that. What I am interested in is getting my body back to more normal body fat levels, right? Feeling comfortable in my own skin, reducing or reversing metabolic damage coming from somebody who, back in the day in my early 30s, I had fatty liver and was pre-diabetic. Like, I will never forget where I was when I learned that. I don't want to ever go back there again, right? What I'm looking for now and what I'm hoping to show you through the course of doing this series and tomorrow is progress, not perfection, right? I don't believe anybody could reach perfection in 10 days. What I want to show you is the type of progress that the body is capable of when you apply metabolic strategies with traditional dieting strategies, because at least for me, that was the only thing that worked to the level that I wanted it to work, meaning I would be able to repair my body without feeling hungry all the time, without having cravings all the time. I would be able to focus on these pockets of stubborn body fat that just didn't seem to respond. And I thought it was something wrong with my body, which in a way it was, but it was because this metabolic damage was in the way. I want you to see that a lot of the stuff that at least I dealt with, what my clients have dealt with, and chances are what you're dealing with is the same, and that there's strategies out there that can correct them chances are a lot better and a lot faster and a lot more permanent than what you have been led to believe in the past, right? And so all of this is to help you see that tomorrow. That's what I'm interested in. Looking like an Instagram model, looking like a physique competitor, an athlete, shredded, ripped, jacked. That's not what this is about. This is about showing you physically that the body can get healthy faster than chances are you have believed it would, right? and in a lot less state of discomfort, right? And then getting it to hold, right? I want to get my body back to a normal weight. I don't want it to be sick. I don't want to be on medications, and I want it to hold. That's what this is all about, right? So that being said, what are these polishing strategies that I'm doing to help you see that result tomorrow? Well, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm making sure that today, everything that I'm eating is metabolically designed to reduce inflammation and to keep water retention low. So in the 10 years that I have worked with people, plus working with my own body, that's a really cool perspective to come from, because I've been able to watch thousands of people go through a metabolic program and identify the common variables that get the best results and the common variables that don't. And there are about 5 different foods, or 5 different food groups, six different foods that I would just see consistently again and again, over and over, get a better result than others. So things like fatty steak, not ground beef, fatty steak, like ribeye. Think ribeye, loin flat meat, chuck meat, right? Fatty steak, eggs, green vegetables, right? Spinach, asparagus, stuff like that. Butter, hard cheese, right? These are the foods that I'm eating primarily today. In fact, that's all I'm eating today. Everything that I'm eating is lined up, one, to nourish my body, to give it a high level of nutrition, stay away from processing, but also because I've seen for a 10-year period that they help the majority of my clients. It's a common variable that they help the body move faster, right? So that's the first thing I'm doing. Second thing that I did, and actually have already done because it's almost 3 p.m., is I ate all of the food for today earlier. So before like 1:30. And I did that on purpose. One, I usually, when I'm working on correcting metabolic damage or putting my body metabolically in a position to burn body fat better, I'm always eating in a window of time, right? I'm limiting the time that I'm eating, but it's usually in like the afternoon or the evening, because just socially that works better for me. But I've also seen, there was a study that was done recently. If I can find it, I'll throw it in, but I'm probably not going to look for it. But there was a study that was done that showed that throwing the eating window earlier in the day caused better hormonal reaction metabolically, right? For people that were struggling with things like insulin resistance or difficulty burning body fat, that taking that window and putting it earlier in the day worked better. So today was an early eating window. It was like from 8 a.m. until about 1:30. So 5.5 hours, right? So 5.5 hour window, but done earlier in the day. Same thing with water, my liquid nutrition. Oh, I can't talk about that. I'll talk about that tomorrow. But my water, my liquid nutrition. Yeah, that all happened already today, right? There's one other thing that I'll be using tonight. I will talk about that tomorrow when we show the results. I'll be using tonight, but as far as like my water, coffee, like liquids, most of that's already pretty much been done. And I'll just be sipping on a little bit of water throughout the rest of the day. And again, that's so that the water can come out of the body. We're just manipulating water a little bit to get a good result tomorrow. And then pretty much as far as exercise or activity, that was already done this morning too, but it was really, really light. Again, because if I do something hard or strenuous, that's going to drive an inflammatory response as the muscles get ripped up and they'll soak up water to heal it. I don't want that. Not today. Normally, yes. Today, no. Right? So activity has already been completed, but it was very, very light. Eating window was put in the morning. It was about a 5 or a 6 hour window. I used traditionally proven foods for me and for my clients that get the body to do well and give the body high levels of nutrition, right? Has already been done. Sorry, I almost dropped the phone. Has already been done. That's what I've been doing. And now it's just coasting through until tomorrow. So hopefully this gives you some ideas on things that you could potentially do, right? If you wanted to like manipulate a number a little bit better, or if you wanted to help reduce water inflammation a little bit in a short amount of time. Are they perfect strategies? Are they gold? No. But every little bit helps when it comes to a metabolic strategy, especially if you're doing something for only 10 days. So again, tomorrow is when we're done. Today's the last day. I will be showing the before and after. I'll be showing the results. If you're interested in seeing that, please give this video a like, maybe leave a comment below, wishing me luck or whatever. Like, tell me what kind of things have been stopping you from getting your body back to where you want it to be, right? and subscribe so that you don't miss when that result video comes out. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.